Whenever you travel to Africa, you can't escape the story about the slavery, and especially here in Angola. These numbers about the slavery history in Angola are insane. Here at the National Escravatura Museum, there is the history about the slavery in Angola.
Before I explain you the numbers, here's like a walkthrough of the museum. Most of the information is in Portuguese, but here, for example, here is the weight of a 43 kilogram. This was attached to the slaveries for not escaping. I mean, the story, I have been to Ghana, Ivory Coast, Guinea. I've seen many slavery history museums, and they really always touch me because it's unfathomable. Literally, we treated other people as animals just for our own prosperity, and I don't know, I just have no words for it. It's always gives me goosebumps walking around these places. It's insane. Here are the Portuguese ships that used to come here, and I learned a lot about slavery. My own country, I'm from the Netherlands, we did horrible things. The UK, it's incredible what they did. And then there was the Portuguese, apparently weren't so nice either. Because these are numbers of total people that got deported from Africa, 12 million. Here, Luanda, number 1 with 2.8 million. Benguela, also Angola. Cabinda, also Angola. So look, from the top places that people got deported, many of them were from Angola. And I have been also to Cape Coast Castle in Ghana. I thought Cape Coast Castle was the main port of slavery in Africa. Well, it's only had 300,000, while here in Luanda, there were almost 3 million. 10 times as much. Here outside, they have these distillery things or pots.
And the story goes that whenever the slaves were actually thirsty, they would give them alcohol to keep them quiet.
What they did to the slaves as well is why here they would baptism,
because they would have to change their religion. Obviously, there were no Catholics before all the colonizers arrived.
The museum is rather small compared to other slavery museums I've been. And outside there's a helipad
that has like a cool story, because President Biden came here about 2 years ago, and they made this helipad for the old man because he couldn't travel overland in Angola. They made a museum in an old chapel that was part of a huge slavery compound here on the coast. There are beautiful baobab trees. No matter where you travel in Africa, you have to always visit the slavery history museums, because we should never forget.